I am extremely excited because I am back from my 9-day trip to Olympia National Park, and now I'm ready to do the videos, up to half a dozen videos of my wonderful adventure to Olympia National Park coming up next. So come on and join me in my studio. Welcome to my indoor studio. One of the main reasons why I purchased the Pleasureway Lexar FL standing for front lounge is because both of the chairs can turn around and I can use this wonderful lagoon table. Now the passenger's chair can turn around. He or she can be eating a meal or drinking, as well as the driver, as I can hear. Now we both can be sharing a meal at the same time, or if I happen to be wanting to work on the computer and I have a guest that's in the back sleeping or resting or reading, that can be done as well. Alright, this particular video is going to be everything from the time I get off I-5, Interstate 5 at Olympia, and all the way up the Hood Canal up till Port Angeles, Washington. Now I wasn't able to do that in a day, unfortunately, because I stopped and took pictures of barns, took pictures of the Hood Canal area and the bay. I took pictures, and then I stopped at Sequim, the wonderful little quaint town of Sequim, which is Sequim. I obviously knew I wasn't going to make it to Port Angeles, so I needed to find an RV park. I was able to spend the night at the John Wayne RV Park. Yes, it is the John Wayne, the Western that we all love for his Westerns. Obviously he is deceased, but the family still owns the park. I'd like to thank and give a big shout out to Chris, who was the manager of the park at that particular time. She talked me into staying there. I'm glad I did, because it allowed me to walk down and see the wonderful John Wayne's Marina, which is one of the nicer marinas that I have visited, and was able to take pictures that particular evening as well as the following morning, and got some outstanding pictures of the marina. The little town, it also has a lavender farm. It also has a refuge, wildlife refuge, that you can see eagles as well as elk. So I highly recommend that if you're in the area, to turn off of Highway 101, go into the town of Sequim and visit those areas and say hello and maybe have lunch. So this video is everything from the time I left Interstate 5 until the time I get to the Port Angeles Visitor Center at the National Park. Enjoy the images. Also stay to the very end, because at the very end I'm going to give you the sequence of the additional videos that I will do, and in the order that I will do them, that you can watch as I produce them. Alright? Enjoy. you're still watching this video, you've already watched video 1. As you see on the screen, it all the way starts from Olympia all the way to Port Angeles, which is quite a drive, on 101, highlighting some pictures that I took at the bay, obviously the small little town of Sequim, and then going all the way up to Port Angeles until I got to the visitor center. Video number 2. Folks, as you see on the screen now, this is going to show you 2 days in Lake Crescent, and 2 nights in Lake Crescent at the Fairhome campground. What a lovely campground that is. I think it was only $20, or actually it might have been $12 for a senior. And what a wonderful alpine lake that is. I'm going to have some extraordinary images from this area to include some reflections on Lake Crescent. Also include a hike on the North Shore, which has got a unique place to capture images, as well as the Mary Mill Falls Trail. So that video is certainly one that you want to watch. Coming up, video number 3 is going to be all about, as you can see, quite a little drive, the Hoh Rainforest, H-O-H Rainforest. Spent a night there at the campground, and then had a 10-mile round-trip hike, or 5 miles in and 5 miles back on the rainforest trail. And this was not any rainforest. It was a clear day. That might have been a blessing, but obviously there was a lot of mud and so forth, as the video will show. Video number 4 is going to be to the coast. Ruby Beach, beaches number 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now please keep in mind that I could not go north of that area, because north of that the roads were closed based on the fact of the Indian reservations due to COVID not allowing other than local traffic get into that area. So unfortunately I was not able to do the northern coast, just the central coast, as you can see. But it's extraordinary images taken on 2 days. One day was overcast and I was blessed. The next day was sunshine. So you want to watch that video, number 4. Video number 5 was the next day, and this was from my little campground to the Quinault Rainforest. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but once again, the Quinault Indian Reservation. And as you can see, that's highlighted. And this will highlight a short hike that I did, and the Willoughby Creek Falls, which actually was a special falls along that area. Video number 5. Video number 6 is the Forgotten Coast along the southern Washington area, and this was from Aberdeen, which was my area, and then driving over on 109 to Ocean Shores and hitting the shores above it, Ocean City and Pacific Beach and so forth, and all the beaches along that area is highlighted. So you want to see those, the Forgotten Coast. Most people don't see that area, but this is in southern Washington, not too far from Aberdeen, Washington. And finally, video 7 is going to be about the Lewis and Clark history. This will be the southern coast of Washington and bay, all leading into the Columbia River area. Astoria Bridge. I highlight a number of images from Astoria Bridge. Cape Disappointment, where which was the ending spot of where Lewis and Clark stopped ended their long trail, and it was a disappointment because they could not find a way, what they were looking for. Fort Columbia, and then ending with Fort Stevens State Park. Spent one night there, just south of Astoria, and that is video 7. So there you go. Enjoy this video. As promised, these are going to be the videos that I'm going to be doing in the future. Thank you, and journey on.